Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode. So today we're going to talk about a special thing in World of Warcraft. I mean, it's not a thing that is recommended for high-end gamers that likes to do raiding and high-end raiding, but if you like to level in World of Warcraft, just enjoying the game, and you have been thinking about, can I actually enjoy World of Warcraft on my big TV screen with a controller in the hand? And what I'm going to tell you now, and how I will actually show you, is that you can actually play World of Warcraft using one of these. Or, I mean, you can either use the Xbox controller, you can also use the PlayStation controller if you want, and even the Steam controller. The Steam controller is a bit more, you have to do some more setup for it. But the PlayStation and Xbox controller, if you already have it connected to your computer, it's actually working out of the box with World of Warcraft. And I have actually yesterday been playing a lot of World of Warcraft with this Xbox controller, and it's actually quite fun, but it's only for, like, you can say leveling, having fun type of style. It's not like hardcore going into raid or arena. It's not really useful in that you have to manage spells and mechanics for that actually to work, but just the leveling, relaxing in the game, enjoying how it looks, it's totally fine. Super epic. Keep in mind, doing this, now we're going to go through the guide on how you actually set this up. Keep in mind, you probably maybe want to create a new World of Warcraft account, just try it out, because this is going to change your key binding on pretty much every of your buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a trial account, just a new account, and I will set it up and show you all, because basically this guide is also changing a lot of your key bindings. Of course, you could just go back and say reset all key bindings and boom, you're back. But if you have a lot of custom key bindings, you should probably wait doing this before you maybe have tried it. But again, let's go through the guide and see how do we actually play World of Warcraft with a controller. Okay, so let's start with step one. So step one in the guide is that you have to download the add-on called Console Port. You can find it on curseforge.com, or just download the Twitch application on your computer and it will automatically update your add-ons, and you can find the add-on called Console Port. This is the important add-on that will actually map all your buttons, key bindings. As you can see here, it's pretty much setting up the whole thing on you will get a totally new interface, like the game was made for consoles. It's actually really cool. So first thing, go into CurseForge and download the add-on called Console Port, or go to Twitch application and download also there. The next step after downloading the add-on, that's not everything, because you also need the controller to actually work in game like a mouse. For that we need a program called WoW Mapper. You can download this WoW Mapper on GitHub, and it's actually just a program you have to have open in the background. And don't worry, you will not be banned for using this program. It is allowed to be used. Like some programs you can also use, like multiboxing and all that. So you will not be getting banned or anything by using this software. It's totally allowed to use because it cannot give any advance in the game. It's only again, it's just making casual gaming more casual fun. So again, first of all, download the add-on called Console Port, install it in your add-on folder, or use the Twitch application and it will do everything for you. The next part is installing WoW Mapper. It's a program you download, install, and you just have to have it in the background when you actually play the game. So let's now imagine you have installed the add-on, you have installed WoW Mapper, and you will now enter the game. So let me go into the game and show you exactly how we have to set up everything. So now we are inside the game, World of Warcraft. It's very important you open up your add-ons and double check that all your Console Port add-ons is activated and they are here in the game, and nothing or no one of them is actually telling you that they are outdated, because you have to need the newest one that you will either get from Twitch or CurseForge. Also, it's very important that you have your WoW Mapper in the background when you play the game, or else your controller will not work at all. So you can see here that my World of Warcraft is running, and it's telling me that the controller is connected, and it's actually the World of Warcraft controller, the Xbox controller I'm using. Xbox controller is my favorite controller over all controllers. So I mean, I have the PlayStation controller, the Xbox controller, the Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and the Xbox controller is definitely my favorite one. It's so smooth. Well, enough about that. So we will basically go into the game now, and what I have done is that I'm playing on a new account because I don't want to screw up my key bindings right now on my main account. So that's the reason for. So the first thing you will see when you go into the game is it's actually asking you, are you using a PlayStation controller, are you using an Xbox controller, or a Steam controller? It's actually that's quite cool. And of course we are using an Xbox controller. So now it's time for calibrating our controller. So it's asking you now to use your controller and use the spells. So your controller calibration is incomplete. Press the requested button on your controller. Do not use your key binding during calibration. So you can see right now it's telling me to click the arrow down button. Okay, arrow down will now be touched to F3. Fine. Arrow left, arrow right, arrow top, A, X, B, Y, LB. I always forget which one that is LB. LB. Click to continue. It has to reload. LT, LT. Click to continue. Right. RB, RB. I have no light in here. RB, RT. X. Okay, I cannot use this button because my Xbox controller doesn't want to respond on it. So, and you can see it's quite normal. So you just have to say skip this button. Now my share button and my menu button. So you have loaded a new controller profile. Would you like to load the default bindings? Yes, please. And as you can see now, we are inside the interface now, where we can pretty much see all the settings. So you can see here, bindings. Let's see, 2 seconds. So we can see here, so you can see the bindings right now, how the key is, and so on, so on, so on, so on. I mean, just a lot of stuff with key bindings. So save settings. Okay, so now you can actually see that we are playing World of Warcraft using a controller. I can look around, it's not, and I can jump on my A button. This is now like playing, this is like playing an action game now. I can go to this guy here, okay, talk with this guy. He keeps talking with the guard. So you should just, there we go. A, okay. I have to kill 6 wolves. Let's see here. Open the map by pressing L, B, and this button. Fine. Controls. Okay. So let's find a black watch. So if I press my X, I'm going to auto attack, and if I press Y, I'm smashing. Use A on sparkling corpse to loot them. Huh. That's actually quite cool. You have no item, press menu button. Huh. I can see my items here. As you can see, take on. No, that button doesn't work. So we can go here, character info. and we can see my items here. As you can see, this is working exactly like my game, like World of Warcraft was supposed to be on a console. I mean, it's working really well. I can jump around, dash around. I mean, it feels exact. I mean, of course you can feel like it's not 100% sure. I mean, it has some problems with. I mean, now I wanna loot this guy. Yeah, I know. Okay, it's not really allowing me to loot this guy. But what you can do is also you can press on R3 and you get your mouse and you can actually click on him. So if any problems with targeting, you can just click here, like there, and there you go. So click on R3, click on your target, and there you go. So now I can go in combat with him. Boom, boom, boom. And I can click on R3, click on the target, and he loots. It's pretty simple. So, but I mean, if you really want to lie down in your couch and try play World of Warcraft on a big screen with a controller, go ahead. I'm doing it right now with my controller. You can basically see I'm running around with the controller. It's not a joke. It's actually real. I'm playing World of Warcraft with my controller. So I think it's great. It looks like the game is actually made for the controller. I mean, you can see here all the stuff here. It's really cool. Everything is like made for this game. Oh no, what am I doing? Abort. No, I'm messing it up. There we go. So, well guys, thanks for watching, and this was just a little guide on how you can actually play World of Warcraft with a controller. And you can play it on my TV. I could basically put it up on my 60-inch TV and play World of Warcraft with the controller. But keep in mind, as you can see, it's pretty much changed all my key bindings right now to different keys. So if you're doing it on your main game and you don't want to play with your controller anymore, you have to go like back and reset all your key bindings and go in again. Or of course you can just kind of create two profiles in your World of Warcraft folder with key bindings in it. I think that works, maybe not, because it's already also online stored. But I mean, that's just a problem that you can always think about. So yeah, this is how you can play World of Warcraft in like these mode. Before I'm leaving, I'm going to show you a last little tip. Let me show you quick. So you can also enable something called it's called console ActionCam full. So you put in the chat console ActionCam full, and when you write in that, you would actually get some kind of action cam. So you can see now when I'm moving around, my character is actually in the left side, and when I begin to go in combat, you can see now it's kind of frozen. So it's not like I'm the camera anymore. It's like my character, it's like I'm playing an action game. So you can see my character is kind of swapping around. So you can see how the cam is acting different. It's like it's focusing on the enemy, and I'm watching my character like in a third-person perspective. You can see it's kind of jumping around, and you can either set this in full mode, you can set it in basic or default, and of course you can also turn it off. But some people get actually quite sick playing like this, like seasick. But I actually like it. You can also try it in a dungeon, but you can like see the cam is like, it's like a drone, and it's like moving every time I get attacked, and it's really great for playing games like this because it feels like the camera is actually focusing on the enemy. So it's kind of different, just for information. But again, that was just the last tip. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope this was kind of interesting to know how you can play World of Warcraft with a controller. So again, thanks guys for watching, have a great evening, and see you in the next one.